Rory, the record books show that it was a top 5 finish for you last time you were here, even if it was 16 shots behind the winner. So memories of 2016 and thoughts on seeing Troon today?
Yeah, even though I finished top 5, I felt like I was nowhere near in the golf tournament. The one thing I do remember about last time is the draw made a huge difference. I didn't get the right side of the draw, and that was a big disadvantage after 2 days. So hopefully the weather's a little kinder to us this year, and there's not as much of a discrepancy between the morning wave and the afternoon waves. But it's a great golf course, one where you really have to make your score on the first few holes. I mean, in the first 7 holes, there's 4 par 4s under 400 yards and 2 par 5s. So, you've got wedges in your hands, and another 2 opportunities to get the ball up close to par 5 greens. So, you want to get off to a good start, and then coming in is a different kettle of fish. It's a beast. Starting on 10, but obviously 11, 13, 14. 17. It was. I had a lot of long irons going into those greens today. So, but looking forward to the challenge. It's as I said, it's a great golf course, and obviously excited to be back here and have another opportunity to try to get that elusive 5th major.
Walking with you earlier, you've got that old Rory bounce in your step, and you're smiling and you're relaxed. It seems you've not only just shrugged off Pinehurst, but you're using it as motivation. That takes a really special mindset, doesn't it?
I think so. I've had to bounce back from adversity over the course of my career, whether it was trying to win the Masters that first time in 2011, or whether it be LACC or obviously Pinehurst, St Andrews. There's been other times where I've probably lost tournaments that I should have won, but I think golf, more than any other sport, you're going to lose a lot more than you win. You win 3 or 4 times a year. If you play 20 or 25 times, you're looking at one of the best careers ever. So you have to get comfortable with the fact that you're not going to win all the time, and you just have to learn from every experience you have in a golf tournament, whether you win, whether you don't win, whether you should win. Yeah. And that's what I've tried to do from Pinehurst. I knew it was a great opportunity. I'm not disguising that fact. I know I should have won that golf tournament, but I also know that I'm going to have plenty more opportunities coming up, and especially with the way my game is and how I'm feeling about my game. If I go out there this week and play a similar way to I did at Pinehurst, and get myself in a similar position, I know that I'll handle that scenario better this time around.
Just finally, on a slightly different topic, you're no stranger to everyone on social media having an opinion and being very quick with their criticism. I think Gareth Southgate's probably experienced the same thing in recent weeks. He's obviously taken the decision to step down today. People sometimes need to look at a bigger picture and realise that everyone's human and they have their own way of doing things.
Absolutely. And if you look at it, he's brought them to a final in 2021, a semi-final of the World Cup, and then another final. Yeah, they haven't been able to get over the line, but way better performances than the previous couple of decades. So I think people are very quick to pounce on the negative stuff, but there's a lot of positives in there too, and people in all walks of life need to appreciate that. It was very hard for me to not focus on the negatives of Pinehurst a few days after, but you very quickly start to think of the positives, and then you start to get motivation, and you start to get encouraged that you're not that far away.